everyone, and welcome to Memento. This is a game that's about decorating, but at the same time, it's got a little bit of a story to it. So let's start a new game and explore this together. Dear Sam, says click this to interact. Interesting. To Sam, when you are ready. Okay, and it looks like that opened the box. Okay, so it looks like we got a bunch of picture frames here. New beginnings. Follow the golden vines to discover the story clues needed to unlock each memento box. So it looks like we can zoom in and out. And we pan the camera around this. We can. Okay. You know what? Let's zoom out so we can get a better focus of what we're looking at here. Okay. We can't interact with that just yet. Baby built a rocket ship by Dad for Tyler. Looks like we got some coloring books here. Okay, so we can't change the state of this item until we remove the red outline items that are on it. Looks like we have some crayons. I'll go ahead and oh, there we go. That was giving me a little bit of trouble there to grab that. Okay. So I think we need to have a little bit of a game plan here. I believe we have to decorate, but at the same time kind of like tidy up a little bit, right? So let's see. Can't interact with that yet. That's still locked. However, that's showing us we need to click on this. Hi, Maggie. Thank you for babysitting Sam last minute. I'll let you know when Tyler has been discharged and we're on our way back. Call if you need. L. You know what? Maybe we can put that like right there. Let's see. We got a bunch of stuff we can do. Maybe we can organize blocks. Looks like we got a few on the shelf here. Up on the floor. we can stack them. Like we can. Puzzle solved. Gifted. You know what? Let's put the Rubik's Cube up there with it as well. You can disable snapping by using left alt or disable the button in the top left. Okay. I believe we do have snapping on, but let's see what we can do about it first. Okay, so that just turns the light on and off. You know what? We could maybe... I'm thinking maybe we can hang these pictures, these drawings, these paintings. Definitely drawings. They're done in crayon. You know what? That looks good over there. It's got the handprint. These handprints go nicely together, I think. I think that's a good place to put that. That isn't necessarily one we can hang. It's in the form of a book, so we can't put that on the wall. Maybe we can put a couple of these open spots here. Maybe put the big one up here. I don't want to hang them like too low to the ground. Maybe this is good over here. We'll put one here. And maybe one over here. Puzzle solved. Exhibition of childhood. Cool. So this is telling us that we should interact with this photo. Family zoo trip, May 1996. Okay. So we're back in the 90s. Not a bad time. A lot of cool things were happening back in the 90s. It looks like we can now interact with this. If choosing a memento. Choose a memento to influence Sam's life. Okay. Well, we have a dinosaur. We have a unicorn. And we have a bear. And I think you guys know well enough which one I'm going to pick. You're absolutely right. I'm going to pick the bear. Tip: completing a level. Memento chosen. Decorate with the items given from the glowing boxes. Solve puzzles and proceed when you're ready. Okay. So it looks like we have a bit of decorating to do now. And of course, we've been solving puzzles along the way, so we've managed to figure that out. Let's see what we have now. We have a few more items on the floor. We have some toys, it looks like. We also have these little dolls. It looks like a little doll here. We have another one there. So I'm just gonna, you know what, kind of group things up. And maybe that will kind of help us to organize and maybe flesh out some of these puzzles. Okay, let's put you down here for now. We'll move things just to organize it a bit more. I'm wondering, oh, you know what? We have another doll that's over here, so we're gonna put that there. And let's see, we have these beds that are kind of laying around, and one of them did have a bear on them, so I'm wondering if this is meant for these little dolls. Okay, let's see. We have a little chest here, which we can interact with, it looks like. Okay. So we have a coffee mug, or tea if you're a tea drinker. I think that would go nicely over here. Maybe I'll move it like a scooch over, like that. Puzzle solved, best mom ever. Okay. So maybe the bug belongs there. Actually, I'm not quite sure because when I interacted with it, it gave me that achievement. So maybe I just had to interact with that. Now, this place is a little bit of a mess, I'm not gonna lie. So let's try to figure out what goes where. Are there any more items? Teddy Saves the Day by P. Bower. Okay, so this is a book, it looks like. Alright, so we have some more toys. I'm not quite sure what this is. This looks like some type of cushion, maybe. Interesting. Okay. We have some flowers in a bottle. We have another toy car. We're kind of running out of places to put things here. We have a plant. I'll put that down here. We have, I'm assuming these, oh, that just kind of clicked together. Okay, so maybe these things go together. All right, well, that's good to know. What is this? It's carrying something here. I don't know if that's meant to go in there or not, but oh well. Looks like there's just more to it. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, okay. You know what? A box of crayons. Well, I think we know what to do with these then. So we have that. All right, what else is in this box? Looks like another book. We're just, you know what? We're just gonna put that there. Level complete. No, I don't think we're quite complete yet. Let's try to work on some of these puzzles, I think. What's this hiding back here? You know what? This could be... Yes. Okay. That's what I was thinking. We could probably store all of these sports balls in here. Puzzle solved. Active child. So we can take that and... Oh, hang on. There's a crayon all the way back there. Puzzle solved. Creative and tidy. Okay. So yeah, it looks like just putting things where they kind of belong. Solve some of these puzzles. So maybe we can tuck this in back there. Yeah, you know what? We'll put that there because I don't think that's a bad place for it in the beginning anyways. What do you say we move some of these plants over? I'm wondering if that's like too much. Feel like maybe that can go right next to it. Okay, we can maybe change the state of this. We Okay, put them in here maybe. Right, put the books in the bookshelf. Okay, it looks like we can't change that state until we remove this item. It says my book, no Sam. Okay. Well, we know. Okay, these two actually kind of snap together. I wonder if we can put this sticky note on back there. And that way we know that's his book and not Sam's. Assuming that's what that message means. So we'll put Teddy saves the day. There. Puzzle solved. Books in their nooks. Hello Baby by H. Elizabeth. It's cute. He's got a little baby face on the back. Okay. I think that's it for all the books. Let's see, what can we do? We have a pillow. Maybe the pillow goes on the chair. What do you think, like that maybe? How about this? No, I don't think that would go well there. What about here? I kind of like that it's just like that. I think that's a good place for that. Okay. What else are we looking at over here? Where can we put there? Let's maybe condense this into here. Maybe we'll put Little Bear in the back corner there. And maybe we'll leave the crayons up top there. Oh, we can pick this up too. Kind of like where that is though. I feel like that's... it's not really necessary. Okay. Maybe we can find a spot for these cars and these planes. Okay, let's see. This is a plane. At least it's definitely in the shape of one. Maybe we display the planes up high on the top shelf. I think that's a good idea. There we go. Got a little Air Force going there. No, I don't like that they're that close together. I think we could space these out just a little bit. Maybe that can go there. I feel like those and the Rubik's Cube might be a little bit, they're two different things. They don't really kind of go together. I get that they're in the shape of a block, but definitely not the same thing. You know what? I believe this is for this. Puzzle solved, Maestro. Nice. Now, what else can we do here? We still have these, which I'm assuming we just put these together. You know, I'd like to think they go in like choo-choo. Okay. So, okay, I guess we can't move the whole thing all at once. Maybe we could display them, actually. Just kind of like how we have the planes there, we can display them on top. So maybe we move these down. We'll throw that. It doesn't quite want to go up there, does it? I feel like that's okay. Well, Interesting. Okay. Maybe that. I guess that works. I feel like these are kind of sitting off of the shelf a little bit, like they're about to like tilt over and fall on the floor. But who knows? I mean, it works. I guess we'll take it. Interesting. Hey. Let me put this here. Let's put these beds together like that. I feel like that all fits. And judging by the size and the color of clothing these bears are wearing, I would assume they go onto the corresponding bed. I would have assumed that this would have went with these. Interesting. And print by unknown name there. Not quite sure where this little doll goes. So we could put her there. Yes, we could put her in there too. I can't seem to move the carpet around or anything. You know what? Maybe I will. this back over there. Interesting. Well, what do you all think? Does this make for a good room? Or I think we've done a pretty good job here. I think that I'm quite happy with this. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, actually. And for those that are watching this video and have played this, maybe you can let me know about some puzzles that I missed. I feel like there's something to do with these. You can rotate them around, but they don't seem to do very much. Now the yellow bed, seems to have an interaction with it. That's cute. The bear growls. You know what? We'll put the doll back in there. Yeah, so this bed in the middle here, strangely enough, I can't interact with them there. I'm wondering if it's just because I have the bear here. You know what? Maybe I'll put the bear up top here. I'll move these over. There's no prompt or anything like that for these, so I'm just assuming you can kind of do what you want with them. But if anybody does know, do let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'd say pretty happy with that. It doesn't look like we have anything else, really. would say that looks complete to me. I feel like this should go on the ground. You know what? I feel like that should go under here. And maybe that goes there. And we'll move that over to there. Yeah. I'd say that looks complete to me. Level complete. Are you ready to move on to the next room? We're gonna say that we're finished here. And I think that's gonna do it for today's video. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by and watching, and I hope that you found this relaxing. It certainly was for me, and it was a nice little endeavor, and I like that all these items in the game have a little bit of significance to them, and it'll be interesting to explore more on what's to come and what these items hold in the future. If you'd like to check out more content, follow me on Twitch. And if you enjoyed this video, do consider giving me a like and subscribing to the channel for more. As always, be kind to one another, and I hope that you all have a lovely day or night. I'll see you all soon.